So today I decided to do a story that we all know and we all have some kind of connection to, and that is the story of Dracula and his first love. Whether we're talking about Vladimir, the original Dracula, or just Dracula as in the concept, the story, this undying, faithful love that he has for his spouse. Dracula is known in most of the stories as someone who loses his wife, his first love, his only love. He loses her by her choosing to commit suicide or by being killed by someone. And he pledges his undying love to her, and he also turns against the church system. Okay, and in his turning against the church, he's condemned to live a life, an eternal life, an immortal life. um and so he loses her, but then he finds her again, reincarnated into another being's body, or just reincarnated. And because a lot of times inside of each and every movie I've ever seen, she remembers him. It takes her a minute first, and he pursues her, but she definitely does remember his energy. And he woos her back into love with him, and he offers her eternal life with him. And she always says yes. And yet, no sooner than they get together, there's always something that happens where they're forced apart again, whether it's him being killed or people just interfering as usual inside of this love affair. And I kind of enjoy the story of Dracula. I've been obsessed with Dracula movies since I was a kid. And it's mainly because it shows two beings that are so bound to each other's spirit that through adversity and through lifetimes, they recognize each other. And he is so willing, so in love with her that he never allows anyone else to take her place. He never opens up to other people the same way. It's not that he doesn't experience other people, he just does not fall in love again until he sees her again. And I kind of find it funny because so many people are so determined to convince us that the divine journey, the divine twin flame journey isn't real. But there's so many times in history that we hear about it, and that it's told to us that keeping that faith is important. And people are going to try to sway you and lie to you and manipulate you and even go so far as to try to cause harm to you or your spouse because of their own idiosyncrasies, jealousies, fears, whatever it is. It's their idiosyncrasy. It's not ours. What I've come to realize is that you have to get to a point where you kind of just say, F you, like it's none of your business. No one has the right to be able to tell someone else what's supposed to happen in their story. They didn't write it. They have no idea what was written before you came onto this planet and how long you've been doing this cycle. And just because their story doesn't include that type of love doesn't mean you have to live by their story. And a lot of times people try to convince you to walk away from your desires, walk away from your beliefs, and walk away from your dreams because they don't have them and they never will. They're not meant to. So it's really important for us to be able to stay true to ourselves no matter what, no matter who is around us. And when we know that we're meant for something bigger, we have to have faith in that, and we have to push forward through all of the tests that we are constantly bombarded with in this life. And there's so many of us that I feel that have gone through this and through so many lifetimes that being that that we are going into the golden age, it makes sense to me that the original twin flames are connecting or reconnecting at this time. And it also makes sense to me that we need to look at all of those same people that are trying to be obstacles and thank them. Thank them because they helped us get there. They help us get to ourselves, to our true selves. And by becoming our true selves, our authentic selves, we once again tie ourselves back to our spouse. We reconnect with the spirit that is our true selves, our divine selves. And I feel like it's really important that we stop, all of us stop taking other people's advice to heart, so far into heart that it sways us away from what we feel is best for ourselves. We need to stop doing that. We need to grow a set of balls, and I'm talking metaphoric because I'm a girl on the outside, but we need to start growing some and stand up for ourselves and use the strength that we were given when we were born, when we were created, when we came onto this planet, saying that we were going to fulfill our story. Gain that strength back and stand up and say, I give two fucks. Sorry about your opinion. I really don't care. You can have your opinion. You can have your opinion all day long. It doesn't change me. It doesn't change my direction, And I really do feel that that's when you gain all of your power, is when you finally remember that you know what's best for you. No one outside of you knows that. You know what's best for you. So our twin love journey, or our twin love, I call it the divine journey. I feel that it is, we're being shown by so many people and by so many stories throughout history that yes, these beings have existed on this planet, and yes, they have specifically been targeted to keep separate from each other, okay, or separated from each other, because by becoming whole, it fulfills the last part of this journey of um the golden age, and we're going into it, and all of the twin flames are coming together, and there's nothing on this planet that's gonna stop it, no matter what they try. Our divine parents have set this in place. Each one of us who are playing our part has come in playing the role of our divine parents. That's my belief on it. And so we have to do it, and we have to play it all the way through. And only the children of the divine mother and father, that the divine mother and father have this as part of their story. So take heed when people have 2 cents, and remember that beautiful saying about everybody having an asshole. Not everybody needs to be talking. Some of them stink, but everybody has one. And just kind of take it with the grain of salt that it deserves, because they're not you.